I'm working on my own Mario Maker fan game called Super Smashy Maker, and I've been remaking some of the most unique bosses Mario has ever seen. In this video, I fully recreated Petey Piranha from New Super Mario Bros. DS. Keep in mind that everything shown is still very early into development and might change at any point. Also make sure to like and subscribe if you end up enjoying the video. Let's go! Petey Piranha made his 2D debut in New Super Mario Bros. DS, where he is the end boss of World 5. Together with the other bosses in this game, Petey Piranha has a unique moveset with multiple attacks. If you encounter him, he is sleeping, but wakes up when Mario enters the arena. Then he immediately starts flying in the air in between 2 points until he initiates his fly attack. He will dive straight towards Mario in an attempt to hit him. The ground is made out of ice, so upon landing, he slips, giving Mario the chance to damage him. Next to that, the giant piranha can also perform a jump attack. He will start bouncing left and right, while Mario has the chance to avoid getting hit by walking underneath. Just like most bosses, Petey Piranha dies after being hit 3 times. Let's now take a look at how I recreated him. To make a good looking recreation, I of course needed some sprites of high quality. As always, my Discord server got my back and I got these awesome sprites. First off, I started making the needed animations. These included the idle animation, where he is sleeping, as well as animations for flying, jumping, falling over, diving, standing up, and getting hit. Recreating the movement was not very difficult. To begin, I coded in his waking up behavior. If Mario gets too close, Petey stands up, waits a second, and then starts flying upwards. Instead of making him awkwardly stand still like this though, I added a slow version of the flying animation which makes it look way better, making him seemingly prepared to take off. I experimented a bit with his speed, but eventually got this which looked pretty good. After flying up to that point, I added in 2 other positions in between which our piranha has to fly. Here, you can see my first attempt where he goes way too slow and doesn't turn around, and another attempt where he goes way too fast. But I quickly fixed that, which looked like this. Just like before, I played around with his speed to eventually get to the perfect velocity. This means his main movement was done at this stage, so I could start working on his attacks. To damage Mario, Petey of course needed a hitbox. Otherwise he wouldn't be a very good boss, would he? I added in that hitbox and changed it depending on the animations as well. After flying in between the 2 points from before 3 to 5 times, Petey Piranha initiates his dive attack towards Mario. First, he hovers in the air for a brief moment, after which the animation switches. Through code, Petey calculates the direction he has to dive in and then flies straight towards that point. Right here, he still flies through the ground, but we know that when he touches it, he should fall over, so that's what I did next. Unlike in the original game, Petey Piranha falls over on any surface, so not only on ice. I did that to make him more usable and versatile. That means that right here, he falls over after touching normal ground blocks during the dive attack. Then it takes him around 4 seconds to stand up again if Mario doesn't jump on him. Later on I changed the animation a little bit by making Petey shake. This warns the player that he's about to wake up, but more on that later. I also stumbled upon another problem while coding this attack. Petey could literally dive across the entire level if Mario was not close, looking like this. He could even dive upwards, which of course is not ideal and doesn't make sense. I fixed this issue by restricting the angle he could dive in. Now let's take a look at the other attack, the jumping one. As we saw before, Petey Piranha can also perform a dangerous jumping attack. My first few attempts at recreating this behavior were pretty funny. At first, Petey just fell through the ground again, and when that was fixed, he started going crazy on the bounces like this. These were some dumb oversights in the code which I quickly fixed. Afterwards, the attack looked like this, resembling the original way more. In the original game, Petey only turns around when hitting a wall, but what if there are none? My first thought was to make him turn around after a few bounces, about 2 or 3. I added that functionality. At first his sprite did not turn around, but that was a quick fix. After watching a few playthroughs of this, I came to the conclusion that this was not the best solution, so instead I made Petey jump towards Mario at all times. This also makes him a bit more dangerous. After bouncing for around 6 to 8 times, Petey stops the jump attack, after which he takes off again. Depending on RNG, Petey Piranha chooses either one of the attacks, so every time you fight him is different. This gives the player a fresh and exciting feeling on every encounter. When our giant piranha falls over, he is vulnerable and can get hit. As you can see here, Mario could repeatedly jump on him at first, but obviously I fixed that. When Petey gets hit, the getting hit animation plays and he stands up right after, continuing his normal behavior. This made the fight look way better already, but at this point he was still invincible. Consequently, I coded in the 3-hit functionality so he could actually be eliminated. Sadly, I did not have any death sprite for this enemy, so after killing him, he would just lie down at first, looking like this. Until I have an actual good sprite for that, I just made him fade out, which I know is not the best solution, but it will definitely still change, so don't worry. In Super Smash Maker, you will be able to place down Petey Piranha anywhere, but for the sake of this video, I also added an SMB1 replica of the Petey Piranha Buzz Arena, and we even have 3 versions. The first one comes with an ice underground, just like the original. The second one has 2 smaller ice areas, and the third one removes the ice completely. As I said before, Petey can slip on any surface in this game, so I went with the third option. Before we take a look at a full fight, I also added a small detail to Petey himself when he is sleeping, being some iconic C's. I did that using a particle effect, and it makes it clear that Petey is actually sleeping as you encounter him. Now let's have a look at a fight with Petey Piranha in this awesome arena. That's gonna be it for today's video. If you're interested in this project, feel free to watch the other videos on it, which are linked down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments which boss I should recreate next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.